Ryan here for Encore. Build Breakdown Episode 8. This one's for my shorty SCX24 Jimny, and this build review is going to be short. I built this truck in February 2025 as an understudy. I wanted to test some parts that I intend to use on the Mini Cooper, but when everything came together, it turned out to be an awesome lightweight build. The first thing I wanted to test was this CoopRC chassis. This is version 1 and it's already phased out because there's now a version 2. This chassis was available in aluminum, but I chose the 3D printed version so it will be easy to cut and modify. One thing I like about this chassis is that it's short wheelbase friendly. With the Endura LCG chassis that I shortened for the Mini Cooper, there weren't enough mounting options for the electronics and shocks. But with this chassis, all the mounting options I need are just there. Another thing I like about this chassis are the very cool two-piece sliders that conceal the screws. Very neat and smooth, so nothing gets caught up when breaking over. This chassis also offers a 12.5 degree skid angle, but it keeps the motor upright to keep the drive shaft angles correct and to keep your driveline running easy. I also wanted to test these brass knuckles from TiTs RC. They weigh around 30 grams altogether with the screws and bearings. They fit effortlessly on these stock axles, but to give these knuckles more justice, I shaved off the axle ends a little to increase the steering angle. To add a little more weight to the front axle, I used this Ram Crab 11.5 kg servo, which weighs around 24 grams. It's my first time to use this servo, and I think it performs decently for its price. On the rear axle, I installed this upper link truss that's also from Ram Crab. This is a custom aluminum link set from RC Steve. I call it anti-C-bolt because it's a mix of deadbolt fronts and seat and rears for a 123mm wheelbase. These are 54mm tires from OGRC. Nice soft compound and a tread pattern that makes sense. They're mounted on plastic wheels that I got from Proline Tires. I reached out to StickyWheels once again for 3D printed inserts since there are no silicone inserts in the market for this size. I ordered the softest set since this is a lightweight build and they grip pretty nicely on rocks. Since this is a shorty build, I needed some extra travel on the rear for more articulation and ground contact, so I used these 40mm big bore shocks from Endura. But for stability, I limited the travel in front using rubber bands since I added some weight on the roof. To save on cost, I used this Furitek Venom and Lizard Pro that I used previously on my Hilux, and also this Furitek RX-TX that I got from a combo more than a year ago. The receiver is honestly too big and I want to replace it. This small 2S battery is the same as what I use on the Model T build, and it sits nicely on the side tray. This is a Jimny Sierra body for the Kyosho Mini-Z 4x4 scale crawler. I trimmed the fenders and side panels for tire clearance. I scribed the rear part of the body to make it look like a Jeep-style removable top. Then, I repainted this body and installed a roof rack and some scale accessories. This build weighs 443 grams, with 58% of its weight resting in front. Without the body, it only weighs 334 grams with a 66% front weight bias. Overall, this was a surprisingly successful build. It performs better than average despite its very short wheelbase. So I hereby give this build the moniker Shorty Slayer. So that's it for this build review. I did say it was gonna be short, right? As always, thanks for watching and keep rocking.